Hey, hi. I'm Mona. This is Pep Talk. Yeah. Let me see if I can get a little better. I just have like stuff up on the top shelf there, but it's okay. This is better so you can see me better. Yeah. Hi. This is Pep Talk. So, I'm just doing these as little extensions to some of the pick-a-card readings. And they're supposed to help to like motivate your healing. That's all. Nothing extra special. Well, that's kind of special, but nothing, dramatic or anything. Just to talk about, the different piles really quickly. Just to help motivate your healing quicker, because I just want y'all to get better, right? That's all, really. Okay, sorry if it looks blurry. I think it's the lighting, but, it's not very... But maybe the natural light will help. A little bit. I don't know. So we're going to go ahead and talk about pile number 1. And, okay, I remember now. I wrote things down, So your pile was about healing and peace, right? But there was something that you were refusing to see. And this is why it's been difficult for you to heal since you've been separated in this situation. So it was something that was toxic, though. And I've been in a situation like this where I separated from someone, but I love them so much. I felt like they were my partner, but they were toxic, they were doing drugs and all that stuff. And I was making excuses for them. But like it took me to, and I didn't want to separate. I tried to keep it together. I tried to wanted to be with them, but it was mostly because I didn't want to be alone. I didn't want to be alone because I didn't like to be alone. I wanted, I needed people around me, even if I wasn't even talking to them. I just hated being alone. I didn't want to think about stuff. I didn't want to reflect, none of that, until I was kind of forced to. So it might be the same situation for you where you don't want to be alone and you don't want to have to reflect on stuff. But I think this might be your time. This might be your time to stop and reflect on your life and what you feel you deserve in life. Because if you're not happy, something's wrong. Yes, of course, we're not always going to be happy. I'm not happy every single second of the day. Well, most of the time I am. But that's because my mindset is put there. I refuse to have anyone that makes me feel a certain type of way. Yeah, I don't, I have a choice, just like you have a choice. And you know what? You're going to go through a lot of people who you're going to see that they're not really there for you, even though you're there for them 100%, that you will put in your all for people and you will receive nothing back. That's why it's kind of important that you learn to enjoy your own. I just saw 333 for someone. Okay, that's a very important number, and I have noticed it myself lately. So you might want to look up the number 3 in particular. Anyways, I feel like it's time because, you're having a hard time healing from this separation. Once you can figure out that, you know what, you are fun, you are a person with a lot of talents, you are somebody who can keep themselves busy doing things, or whatever, or maybe you enjoy reading or study, and there is something that you enjoy doing. And because you are not, you are trying to find this peace within yourself, it's better that you just do those things. I see some other people coming to camp. So I'm at a camping place, you guys know. Well, if you're new here, this is my other channel. It's like, I don't even know what this channel is, but I talk on here, anyways, Yeah. So, and you know what? Another thing is when I was in that toxic relationship, I was always making excuses for the person, like, oh, they're getting better, or they're doing this, or they're doing that. No, they weren't. I was making those excuses up for them. So if you're doing that in relationships, making up excuses for bad things that your partner is doing, no, don't. And on top of that, that person's holding you back from your future abundance. Yeah. The time that you spend trying to keep this toxic relationship going, you could be out there improving yourself and your life and those of your loved ones. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's like the evil in the world. People who are not doing well, they try to drag others down because they don't want to go down alone. I'm telling you, if you are in something like that, that's what's going on, and it's probably best that you just move on. It's okay. And just remember that there's somebody out there that's perfect for you, who's not toxic for you, who's going to love you just because they love you, not because of something you have or what you can give them or whatever, right? All right, so that was for pile 2. Hopefully that helped. That was a little pep talk, like you can get through this, okay? So for pile number 2, what was this one? So in this one, oh, yeah. So there's somebody here who's very defensive because you had to turn your back away from people who they were acting differently towards you. Um, but and it might have been a group that you enjoyed or that you liked or something, but something happened to where it seemed like people turned against you, or that you were being just treated differently, like, but you could tell, right? You couldn't really pinpoint it, but you could tell that it was not right. It was not like before, right? So you figured something out and you felt like you were not in a safe place, so you had to separate yourself from that, and that's a good thing to do. You were following your intuition, and when things like that happen, you separate yourself, and that's a good idea, and I feel like you did the right thing. um the thing of that is, though, is that now you're more defensive. You're feeling like you have to be more careful because maybe you thought that these people were one way and it turned out no, they were bad people. So now your guard is up, right? And now maybe you're holding yourself back and this, that, and the other, whatever, right? So now I see that you're basically more careful now. So maybe you're holding your energy back from more people or others or whatever. But there's if you're a person who helps others or do things or whatever, there's many other ways that you can help other people out here without having actual contact with them, because safety is an issue for you possibly. So yeah, I think you're doing okay, and you turning your back on the negative energy you might have been feeling was perfect. And it actually worked out in your favor, because maybe you shouldn't be out here just randomly speaking to whoever or whatever you're doing. Maybe you shouldn't be out here doing that. This resonates with me, kind of. And maybe you should be more careful, but you can, there's other ways that you can help people without putting yourself in danger. So I kind of feel like, since the separation, I don't think it really bothers you much that you separated from these people. I feel like they are more bothered than you are, but you're a little bit more on guard. There's nothing wrong with that. I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep shining the light. Don't hold your energy back. Share it like you've been. If you have been, there's other ways you can do that. And just keep moving forward. I feel like the one who turned their back to this toxic crowd, I think they were toxic. You just did the right thing and you moved on, and you're doing, just doing you. So good job. You don't really need a pep talk. I don't think you do. I think you're, okay. Anyway, so we're going to move on to the third pile. And that one is about, okay, overthinking. I remember it so well because I just watched the video and I just wrote this down. I have to do it this way, otherwise I'm going to forget. But this was about, yeah, the King of Swords. Now, we all know, you know, if you're a tarot person, that the King of Swords overthinks. So you've been overthinking something. Oh, yeah, I know exactly what it is. So you've been in, you're, somebody cheated in your relationship, but you had an open relationship, a polyamorous or polygamist relationship, or something where open relationship was okay. You know, I never recommend that. Never, ever, ever. I've seen relationships just go down because someone always ends up getting hurt. Somebody goes outside the relationship and then they fall for somebody outside there and decide they want to have a monogamous relationship with that person. And then the polyamorous person is left in the dust, you know, or something like that. But with you, yours is a little tougher. Well, this is not going to resonate with everybody, but some of it might, you know. You, I think, are in relationship confusion at this point because of what has happened. You have a lot of drama. So the separation is there, but the drama is still there too, because of some sort of test results that you're awaiting. So, I mean, and I don't know if it's for pregnancy or STD or for what it is. I don't know, but there's some sort of test results that you're waiting for. That's why you're still in this relationship drama. But you're starting to think twice about polygamy, I think. I think you're starting to think, you know, because you might have lost a lover even. Yeah. And you know, if you lost a lover because they got pregnant by someone else and they want to get married and be a family or whatever, that might have hurt you. So, or something like that. I don't know. You know, it could be anything like that, or even still the STD thing. So, um, I think what you might be going through right now is some sort of relationship. What is it called? Relationship revamp of yourself, you know, because maybe you've been a polygamist or the big dater and you've been doing it like that, and maybe you never really put your heart into these relationships, but maybe you did for this one or something, or maybe somebody came along and broke your confidence, or something happened that triggered something in your mind that made you start overthinking about the situation that's taking place currently, right? And the drama is still there because of the awaiting results. So, you know, the pep talk for you is you just have to wait it out. And if you are going through some sort of overthinking because of relationship confusion, maybe you need to step that back and stop dating for a bit and to learn how to enjoy your own company and love yourself. And once you feel like you're at a point where you have that love for yourself, then maybe you should think about what type of relationship you want. Because is a polygamist relationship really what you want? I think somebody here is starting to change their ideas on relationships. Maybe you're an older person. Because when you're young, it's like you're buck wild or whatever, you know, people are, you know. Not everybody, but some people, you know what I'm saying? But then, like, once you start maturing and you get older and this and the other, then you tend to start having different frame of mind. You start to think about different things and what you want in life, you know? So, you know, the pep talk for you, like I just said, is just you got to wait it out. And I think this waiting it out is basically keeping you really from doing anything right now anyways, because you just got too much on your mind. I don't even think you're like seeing anybody or dating anybody else or doing anything because you're just tripping out still on this. And I think you're rethinking how you want to go about relationships in the future, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that. So, yeah. Hopefully this helped you guys. Maybe you watched it all the way through. Maybe you picked one and you watched it all the way through because, you know, I'm trying to uplift for all the piles, you know, the best I can, especially if any of you guys are going through any troubles. Like, I don't want you out here alone or by yourself anywhere just being sad. You know, it's over somebody who probably hurt you, you know. And you know what? We're gonna get hurt more in our life. I hate to say it. Even me, you know, there's always going to be out there somebody trying to hurt you, and you just got to be strong, and you just got to let them know who's boss of your mind and your heart. You know what I'm saying? That you can move on past this, because you got some people out here that want to keep you stuck in this sadness. Don't let it happen. You're much stronger than that. Okay? So that's what I have for you guys. This was the pep talk number 2, the second one I ever did. But I'm going to try to do these when I do pick-up piles, you know. And you don't have to be here to watch. It's for whoever, for whatever. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. So, but that's what I have for you. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.